But B, I got a really important question to ask you because besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
B, I'm happy you asked that question. Look, hold on. I've been jamming a little bit of everything, but I'm gonna start off with a single. You know Ginger right? Baby powder,
Sounds
baby, hey,
familiar.
hey, hey. You know that song, Baby Powder?
No,
And I tell you the truth. Don't.
I gotta probably hear it.
See, like R&B. She put out a track called Haiku. She does a like samples. She be sampling a lot of like I want to say city pop, Japanese like pop, 80s pop music, 70s, whatever. And this one called Haiku, it kind of gives you the same vibe of Baby Powder if you heard it. Because I listened to an album that came out, I think it was 2022 when it dropped. I wasn't the biggest fan. I listened to it once. Maybe I need to go back to it, but maybe I need to revisit it. But this single was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I was like, okay, seemed like she's kind of going back into this direction of like something that's catchy, vibey a little bit, and also has a she has like I wouldn't say a unique voice, but it's I don't know, it's which it's dang, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's
Can't think of the word. Anyways,
ear grabbing.
kinda in a way, yeah. I like her voice. And she has a unique look as well. Is it unique? Maybe not. Maybe you have to see her be. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Maybe she'll, you know what I mean? But anyways, back to the song, not her. Okay. But the song is pretty cool. I like this by like 3 minutes long. I played it a few times. Somebody posted it on the timeline. I was like, hey, actually forgot about this chick. You know what I'm saying? Because that album was it just didn't do it for me. It was one listen, but sometimes when you hear something one time, be you like, yeah, I ain't rocking with it. But
Yeah,
if none of
that's
you
a
guys haven't, yeah, if none of you guys haven't heard of Genevieve, she's cool. She got some tracks I like, but this is a new track. I don't know if she put out anything like a year or so ago, but this is the most recent thing I heard from her in the last few years. But it's called Haiku. Check it out. A new single. Go support. What you
uh,
got, B?
my first thing that I listened to, one of the two things I listened to, well, one of the three, I guess. Oh yeah, ooh, Rock Marciano, Jesus, that was a tongue twister. Rock Marciano's Markberg. This was my first listen. This is like the 15-year anniversary. I listened to it and I was like, I'm afraid of this because I like rock, but I like rock when he
Mhm.
knows how to go over some drums, when he knows how to go over some of that bass. But going to Markberg, and I was listening to this album at work, so obviously I can do a deep dive into the lyricism and things like that. But listening
Mhm.
to Rock Marciano is best at work because I don't need bass when I'm at work. You get what I'm saying? I'm not in the whip,
Mhm.
just going crazy listening to Rock Marciano. I'm mostly in the headphones. Rock Marciano to me is perfect. He's not warehouse music, but he's perfect like warehouse music. You get what I'm saying? And I don't work in a warehouse specifically, but the type of environment I'm in is similar to a warehouse to where I'm like, the way I'm
Mhm.
hearing it, like I said, I don't need the craziest system to listen to what Rock Marciano is doing or saying. But lyrically, to me, he's there. Rapping wise, to me, he's there. He's entertaining me in terms of like keeping me captivated with his lyricism and his pen. I enjoyed Marcberg. I didn't think I was because I'm like, yo, no drums. But also, I was in the mindset of like, I don't need bass where I'm at right now. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the production as well. So, yeah. Markberg, 15-year anniversary. I believe he added a few songs on there. Obviously, it ran on a bit too long for me personally because he is the pimp, but it's like sometimes I'm like the pimp can you can wear your welcome out to me, but overall to me, I thought it was a pretty good project overall though. But yeah, what's your
Mhm.
next project?
I see you, B, trying to tap in. You know what I'm saying? I got to put that
Trying
on
to
my list.
expand the
It's been a
range,
minute
B.
since I played that. I feel you. All right, so my next, I'm gonna list. This is a album here. So artists go by SWAVAY. He's from Atlanta. He put out a project called Billy Two. It's like a little short project, like 22 minutes. I think I got hip to him like a year ago. He put out like a Billy EP. I think it was last year. It's like more R&B vibes a little bit. But here he's like pretty much, he's rapping. He shows a little bit of his influence of Kendrick Lamar here, but it didn't really bother me because a lot of people that's I wouldn't say he's up and coming because I think he has a spot on the what's the Spider-Man movies called on the soundtrack, the Miles
Across the Spider
Morales
Verse,
ones.
across
Yeah, I
the
think
Spider
it's
Verse,
either
and
a
beyond the
sound.
Spider Verse.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's the second soundtrack or the first one, but he actually has a song on there. Uh, but To stick to this project, Billy too. I thought it was pretty good. He has a little bouncy beats, like sampling a lot of New Orleans bounce. Give you that like that so called like the jerk beats they've been saying lately. You know how they call it. I guess
I don't know what the
the
jerk beats are.
I
I don't know what
yeah
that is. So I probably have to look up jerk type
yeah
beats to hear it. And I'm like,
yeah
okay, now I know what that sound is.
yeah. It don't sound like the old jerk type beats to me, but I just heard my
Mhm.
guys at Potty Mouth say it, and then I heard other people say it after them, and I'm like, okay, this is what they call it. I'm like, I'm so out the loop. I'm old, you know what I mean? But I liked it, man. I was like, I enjoyed this, man. I played it in the car, played with my son. He was bouncing his head to it. You know what I'm saying? I like the that one track, I think it's Them Girls. It has like another New Orleans bounce like sample to it. It was I really like that joint right there. And Dun Dun was dope. He did the flip to I done it all, done it all, done it all.
Mm.
Not actually the beat, but just that pretty much kind of that hook, like shouting out Shawty Low. He shows his, Atlanta influences like where he from on here. And the track Destiny is really dope as well. And I think it's Bishop is when he kind of it's kind of a euphoria vibe on Bishop's, not gonna lie. But but he did his
Euphoria, like
thing.
Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria.
Kendrick Lamar,
Oh.
Euphoria. Yeah, how he was rapping. My son was like, he's doing too much. He was in the car like he's using too many voices. But I say it's cool, man. He surprised me with this, man. If any of you guys haven't checked it out, Swavey Billy 2. It's a cool project. So yep.
All right. Another project. Well, not project. I want to go into a song that I listened to, and it's called Mishon. Look at you or Mishon. I'm not sure how to say it, but I heard the song off of TikTok, and I'm like, yo, this gives me like Mario vibes, like Mario, like
Mhm.
let me love you, Mario. I heard the song. I was like, okay, this is cool. It's very short though. It's like literally hook, song, hook, which is perfect in today's day and age. But then it's just like I'm worried about for a full project wise, can you captivate me for a full project? Can you captivate me for a 2 to 3 minute song? Especially as an R&B like artist, and you have vocal similarities. You're not vocally talented like Mario. I'm not gonna say that, but you remind me vocally of Mario. That's the best way I could say it. And it gives me kind of like a more modern traditional style of R&B, not the more alternative like a Lucky Day or
Right.
Leon Thomas. It's not like that. It's more like a traditional like R&B type setting. So I'm just wondering, like, I wanted to check out one of his projects if he has one out. But yeah, I like the song, but like I said, it's like literally hook, verse, hook. And I'm like, what's happening right here? This is like perfect for TikTok, but as a person that loves to consume albums, it worries me, B. It worries me. It reminds me of a video that I was watching earlier from a New Orleans mall talking about traditional R&B is dead, which that could be a topic for another time. But
Yeah,
yeah,
sadly.
yeah, sadly. But yeah, Look at You by Mishon. I thought it was a cool song. It reminds me of Mario a good amount. But B,
Okay.
your next project or song?
My next project is by Kaylee Uchis, man. This girl right here, bro. She's just
New album, right?
a new album, man. Sincerely, like I don't think she could put out anything that's bad, B, when it comes to her albums. It's like she just knows how to, produce music, and she mixed that like dream popish, lush sound with R&B, and also gives you doo-wop feels, and also incorporate her Spanish heritage. I think her dad's from Colombia, and she spent time there as well. And like, bro, this album just from start to finish, this is an amazing project, bro. And now she's going into motherhood. I don't know if her and Don Toliver are married, but not saying she's speaking about love and her insecurities, and oh man, it's dope. And how she ended it with the fourth track is also it's like it's a song to her, her child. So it was just done so well, B. This woman right here, man. She's amazing. I don't know if you a fan of Kaylee Uche, so I ain't checked out any of her projects, but she's really
No.
dope. B. But now
I'm gonna
this
need to
this
check
right
it
here,
out because I seen people hyping this one up.
yeah, I didn't see nobody talking about it. I didn't know it came out.
Hmm.
Um, but now this was really dope, man. It's more of a it's more personal, and I really like that, man. She talked about, like I said, her insecurities, love, motherhood, and just beautiful music, B. Beautiful music. And when you guys haven't checked out the Kaylee Uchase, bro, check it out. Like every song on here, bro. I put a star on like pretty much every song. Like
What does a
she
star mean? That means you liked it?
like on Apple Music, yeah. It's like a
Oh,
star.
okay.
But like, oh my God, bro. amazing piece of work. This probably one of my favorite albums I heard this year. Like just an album, not just hip hop, but like an album.
Mm.
I really love this album. I was like, man, I gotta play this with my lady. She gotta hear some of these tunes. I'm like, hey, look, I like to put her on. I like I'll be in the car with her and then she play a song. I'm like, you know, you stole that from me, right? Like, bro, her whole
Remember when
playlist
I
be
put you
make,
on? Remember when I
yeah,
put you on, bro? Who put you on to that, bro?
bro. I stay putting her on, bro. It be crazy because it's like she turn her my songs to hers. I'll be like, all right, come on now. She'll be like, nah, you didn't show me this song. I'm like, yeah, I showed you that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Kaylee Uchis, man, just to praise her, bro. She is amazing. I feel like she's underrated in a way. She should be
Mm.
much, much bigger artist than what she is. But I'm gonna appreciate
Mm.
her, bro, and just support all her albums because, bro, she don't miss at all. She don't miss me. She don't.
The only time I've heard Kali Uchis was on a Don Toliver album. I've
Yeah.
never actually went to go like check her music out. What would you consider her? Like an R&B artist, pop artist?
She's a mix of all that, man. But like when it comes, if you think pop, you're not gonna think traditional pop of like she's not
Like a
giving you
Sabrina
that.
Carpenter or
Yeah,
that
yeah, she's not giving you that like that. Like you know, she do it her own way. If she gives you that vibe, it's gonna be her own way. But mostly it's like dream pop. It's more like you know it's that 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 magical. Any how you say it
I
like in a
think
way.
see that's why I'm saying like the song that she has on the Don Toliver album, I think that's the sound that you describing because
Hmm.
that's the best way I could describe that
Hmm.
song that she's on that album, which I was just
Yeah,
like, he don't fit on this like that, but she does. So
she
I was like,
she
ugh.
She know how to do it, bro. You heard her on like Tyler Creator stuff.
Oh
Uh
yeah, oh yeah.
yeah, she's
I
just
always get her
perfect, bro.
confused with Kaylani. That's why though. I always
Yeah.
get them confused with each other.
But yeah, if none of you guys checked out Kaylee Uche's new album, man, check it out. This is one of the ones that's gonna be like, hey yo, this is one of the top albums of the year, in my opinion. Because I love stuff like this. I love when people get, introspective,
Mm.
talk about new things, new beginnings in their life, life-changing events, especially being a mother. So it's pretty dope.
Mm. Look, he's saying this after he's had a kid, got married, and got a house. That's
Hey
crazy, man.
man, hey
That's why
man.
he related to that. He related to that lifestyle. Yeah, bro. You just gotta have some changes, bro. Y'all being too stagnant in the music, man.
Ah,
That's crazy. B
come on,
forgot his
bro.
old ways.
Hey, I can't go back to the OB. Come on, man.
But my last project that I listened to, the Tonight Show with Freddie Gibbs and the World's Freshest, which is Freddie Gibbs and DJ.Fresh's collab project
Hmm.
itself. You know, recently Currency and DJ.Fresh, their vinyl went out, well came out. It was like a trilogy pack, and it went on sale. And I'm like, you know what? I forgot that him and like I didn't really care for DJ.Fresh like that as a name back then in the
Hmm.
blog era. I just like Freddie, right? And so I heard it back then, but I didn't really care for it. I went back to it recently because I was like, oh yeah, they do have a project together. It's cool. It's cool. I think I prefer every other project that I've heard from Freddie. This one was cool. I guess the production style of what DJ.Fresh gave him at that time, I just didn't really get down with it like that. Like I love the stuff that he does with Currency, even though the Encore album, it was a bit redundant to me. But like Tonight Show too was really fire, really heat, which I talked about last year. But yeah, uh that's all I really have to say about that. You know, Freddie is always gonna come with Freddie, but he's also like playful, like gangster Freddie. Like it's not like a
Hmm.
serious, like I'm trying to get in my lyrical spiritual miracle bag type Freddie. Like I'm trying to show off these flows of my pen Freddie. So yeah,
Hmm.
it was a cool little tape. I gave it about like 2.5 out of 5. Like I was in the middle of it. So yeah.
Hmm.
B, you
Okay.
got anything else?
Yeah, I have one single and
Mm.
I have a album as well. So I'm gonna just go into the single first. I checked out Kid Cudi's Neverland single.
I forgot I was supposed to check that out. That was on my to listen to
Yeah.
list. How is it?
It's Cudi getting his emo bag pretty much, you know. It's kind of like stereotypical run of mill Cudi if he be like, we go to Neverland.
What if you had to describe this Cuddy album wise? Because this is scary, B. Which album would this fit on best, or which album era would this fit on best for Cuddy? Because I'm very scared when you say that.
Damn, I wanna say Speed and Bullet to Heaven, but it's not more rock influence, but it kind of have a little elements vocally, not like
Hmm.
screaming wise, but just that emo vibe. So I say kind of going out of the I'll leave it with this. Are you familiar with the Wizard project with
Hmm.
him and Dr. Genius?
I thought it was
I just
cool.
say, yeah, I say kinda in that vein. Kinda. So I say in that era, in the middle of
Mm.
that.
See, I was gonna ask you,
Um,
man, on the moon, maybe.
yeah. Kinda in that vibe, but I don't know, it was cool, I guess. You know, it ain't something I return to be honest with you. But we gonna see what he's gonna do with this album he's dropping. Cause I thought
Hmm.
the album was called Neverland, but I didn't know it was a
Hmm.
single.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get into the album I should listen to was it's by a group called Bathe. I don't know if both of these guys are vocal performers. One of them is the producer, but it's a group, and I think they're from like Brooklyn.
Hmm.
This is my first time ever listening to them. The album is called Inside Voices, and it is. I actually enjoyed this. It's R&B, but it's that indie. It's R&B. Like they fall in the category of like a Frank Ocean, right? But
Hmm.
production wise, vibe wise, you'll feel like, Frank influences, but subject matter is a little different, in which I kind of enjoy because they speaking on like, family, of course, love, mental health. It's like different things. The subject matter is varied on here, and that's why I think I really appreciate about it. And it has like different like skits, kinda with like his grandma on here calling him and stuff like that. And it's just different elements about like broader, like I said, broader subject matter. And I kind of like that and appreciate that. Like I said before, especially in R&B, because R&B can get redundant and it's all about love. Sometimes you can sing about other things, and that's why I like, dang, kind of like this. I'm rocking with it. I need another listen to really kind of feel the whole concept of the project. And they have another album that I really want to check out. It's their live performances. I think it's called Auto Tree Live by Babe. I want to
Hmm.
check them out, man. So with this project, it came out in March. It kind of got me. Maybe I'm a fan. B. I think I like this.
So I was looking them up. I guess one of them is a guitarist and the other one is a
Okay.
songwriter and singer. So
Okay.
was there a lot of
Yeah.
like, I guess, guitaring,
Yeah. Yeah. It
guitar
was. Yeah.
playing,
You
like
hit. Yo.
guitar
Yeah. You gonna.
instrumentation in the actual production or?
That's true. I could have thought. I should have thought about that. Yeah. Little
Mhm.
strings. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
when you think about the production, it's not overproduced at all. Vocally, it's very atmospheric. You know what I'm saying? Like it's airy. So it kind of puts you in that vibe. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing that you don't want to be on a sad day driving into this right here. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might not saying the music bad, but I'm just saying that just that vibe, that feeling. It's that melancholy type, melancholy, whatever you say it.
Melancholy.
Yeah, melancholy like feel, you know what I mean? And I enjoy that. Sometimes put me in a sad bag, you know what I mean? But I enjoyed this. It's called Inside Voices by Bathe. By Bathe.
Mhm.
I say check them out, man.
Yeah, I
I'm
had to
telling you,
look them up.
if you need that Frank Ocean fix, I know a lot of y'all out here starving, but it's some
Mhm.
food out here. And before we go, let me see if there's anything else, B, just to check, because yeah, I just jammed old stuff. I jammed pinball.
Oh, I jam pinball too.
Yeah,
How
I
will we
jammed
both
pinball.
almost forget that? We
I
can talk
jammed
about this one a
pinball.
little bit. I only jammed it
Yeah.
twice though.
I jammed it once, B. I was listening to it when it dropped Friday,
Hmm.
and something came up. I had to dip from work. I had to go do some stuff. And then I finished it today. So I only got one listen, but we can
How
talk about it a little bit.
how you
Oh,
enjoy it,
how
B?
I liked it. It kind of to me it picked up more at the end, like in the middle, at the second half of me with production wise. I don't know. I liked it more at the end.
I knew it because I heard the
Why?
production stuff. Because so I wanted to say this, like in the first half,
Mhm.
it had a bit more trappy bounce influence, right?
Yeah.
But then like the last like fourth of the album itself, it started getting into that not totally abstract Mike bag, but it
Hmm.
definitely wasn't like trap. And so I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I bet you if he listens to this, he gonna like this stuff more than the stuff at the front. Because the stuff at the front, I'm jamming to this. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Hey, me, unless I heard this twice. Look, I'm not gonna lie, that one beat that Earl was on, that beat was beating Earl up. Like Earl, get up,
B
stand up,
B
Earl. You were getting beat up
B
right now.
B. I was thinking, I'm like, why these Spotify, Apple Music don't let you write notes into the song? That'd be dope.
Mm.
So I was like, because I wanted to note certain things I listened to, and I was like, why is Earl so offbeat? Like,
Yeah, I didn't like
I
it.
was,
I'm like, what's happening right here? It's like and the worst part is he was purposely offbeat or he was mismastered to where it's like Earl probably was rapping on the beat. He went to the engineer, hey, move my vocals to the right a little bit. I want to make sure that I'm not on the beat. I'm like, huh?
boy, boy wasn't a bro was not connecting. Boy, I was like, what the hell? We telling you to go right, this boy going left. I'm like, what are you going
Facts.
boy with this beat, boy? But
Facts. Your boy Neonte did a good job on his
oh
record.
yeah, and that's
Yeah,
my guy.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I was
saying?
vibing, B. I was vibing. But hey, but my
Slide,
boy Mike, hey, now the
yeah.
beginning of the project, it felt like some, I don't know, it felt like some
I
old school type trap to me.
yeah,
I'm like, hold on, Tony Seltzer, what you doing with the
yeah.
production? Me
I like
personally, I enjoyed it. It
yeah.
had that bounce to it that I really like.
Mhm.
The album did drag a bit to me towards the end, but man, that first like the first half slash like the first like 2/3 of the project itself.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in there. Because the thing with this is like, I like this style of production, but Mike is able to rap, and Mike isn't
Mhm.
going over your head with the raps that he's doing. But he's like, hey, I don't like them Miri, man. They got too many zippers or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, okay, Mike, what we doing? Let's turn it on a little bit. But yeah, he still got that very nonchalant flow that
Mhm.
that really just straight flow that he's gonna do. But he actually, changes his flow up a bit when he matches the beat. So I really do like this right here.
Mhm.
To me, Mike is 2 for 2 this year in terms of projects. He gave me a project I really like sonically, but also, he did really well on Showbiz, where I'm like, all right, Mike, you're a good enough MC to where you make me interested in what you're saying on production, on different production that's really not my taste or forte on a
Mhm.
project like Showbiz. But Mike is one of those people that I'm just like, hey, Mike, you got me, man. You dropping something? I'm gonna be here for it. Pinball
Mhm.
too. Tony Seltzer. We gotta talk about the production too. Tony Seltzer using your bag in this. And then you got some of the old school like trap mixtape influences on there,
Mhm.
like when he was mixing the beat or like screwing the beat, especially on the intro where he like screwed the like actual like
Mhm.
song. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm in there, baby. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it. But B, go. I want to hear more of your thoughts, B.
No, I liked it, B. The beginning, I'm a bouncy, I'm bouncing too. I'm
Mhm.
like, dang, I'm liking this. But me, I get in my little artsy bag. Sometimes I like to slow it down a little
Oh.
bit, do some little, you know what I mean? So that's why I enjoyed that second half more. And I said my boy
Mhm.
Sasha on here, but the production on here was really dope. And I agree with you. It did seem like it ran long because the first one was around what, 21 minutes? It was a
I
little
think so.
shorter. So they
Hmm.
added a little bit on here. It's like some little extra. I think it was like what 11 tracks on the first track on the first album.
Yeah, this
But
one's 17 songs, 33 minutes.
yeah, Mike was talking his talk, man. See, I need a few more listens just to get some lyrics I enjoy. But
Hmm.
overall, just listen to it for that first listen. It was easy to listen. Start off bouncy. I ain't gonna lie, to you. I was like, hold up, Mike, hold up, bro. Let me. I got my
Hey
collar
B,
shirt on. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? If I had
hey
to,
B, I almost went to GLD, that website GLD. I almost bought me a Cuban link chain, B. Hey, you ain't gonna snatch this chain off me, B. What you talking about?
hey, nah, I liked it, man. Like you said, Tony Seltzer, bro. He he doing his thing with these beats, bro. I don't know. Do you got anything else like that? He collab with anybody else? Just like have a duo. I don't know. I know he
Uh,
produced for other
I'm
people, but
gonna
I
look
don't
it
know if
up
he
real
ever.
quick.
But I don't know if he
Uh,
ever had another one. But nah,
he
I
has
really
something with
liked it.
Wiki.
Which one is it?
14K Figaro.
I don't think I listened to
It
that
came
with
out
Wiki.
2023.
I don't think it. What's the cover? Green?
Yeah, it's green with a guy in the middle, like a frog in the middle, with like a
Oh
little
yeah, yeah,
jetpack.
yeah. I didn't listen to that. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I remember this, but I didn't listen to this. He got
Okay.
Zoo Loopers on here. Okay, boom. Um, but yeah, man, Mike and Tony, bro, like you said, bro, they 2 for 2. B first one I
Hey.
enjoyed more because it was shorter. But man, hey, I like when Mike get in his bag because it's
Hmm.
that versatility, bro. Like when he do his solo stuff, he have his theme, like certain things he want to talk about. He gonna have like he might have some Neapolitic bars. You know what I'm saying? But on here, bro, he ain't talking that talk. I like that.
B. I like when Mike is in his raccoon bag, if you get what I'm saying. I need him to be in that
Hey,
raccoon bag a
oh,
little
bro,
bit.
bro, you saying that made me think of this other rapper I listened to today for a little bit. His name was Rafa. I don't know if he's like from Detroit or something. He had the Detroit
Mm-mm.
flow. He's like, they think I'm cool because I don't F with niggas. I was like, bro, say my buddy. He said my buddy get old. I was talking about money, I was like, this dude is
Oh
wilded,
man.
bro. This dude is wilded. But
Oh
but
man.
nah, man, the Mike and Tony joint Pinball 2 is dope, bro. I gotta put it back, in the rotation and jam it a little bit more to the end of the year, B. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I feel that. I feel that, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Mike and Tony Seltzer's Pinball too, man. Especially if you need that little trap bounce in your life. And if y'all like Mike, most likely, which if you're watching this program, you probably like Mike. So
Hmm.
yeah, go make sure y'all go check that out. But B, before we actually get into the hip hop news and stuff, I gotta talk about it. I don't
What's
know
up,
why I've
B?
been slacking on some of the stuff I've been needing to listen to because I was supposed to listen to the Dave Blunt's album because I know you not, but
Hmm.
someone got to talk about it on here, right?
He put
I
out
was
an
supposed to listen to
album?
Number. You can't say that, and that's the stuff that he's performing on tour right now.
Oh,
I
okay.
was supposed to listen to Soul Child. Bad B words could be conscious rappers too. It's only 2 tracks for an
Hmm.
EP. I don't know why I'm slipping. I was supposed to listen to Nav's On My Way to Rexdale Deluxe. It's only like 6 extra songs. I'm slipping. Destin
Hmm.
Conrad, Love on Digital, R&B album. I'm slipping. Lloyd Banks, AON 3, Despite My Mistakes. I am slipping B. And I was supposed to listen to this weekend, the Kid Cudi's single and Naomi Sharon's The Only Love We Know. And Sailors from Florida's Finest. I'm just slipping. I don't know what it is, B. Life is getting your boy right now. I'm slacking on the music
It's all
listening. I
you
got
like
it's
how I was, B, in the
accountability hour,
beginning.
B. It's accountability hour, B.
It's
I
life, B.
gotta take
You gonna pick
accountability.
up.
I
You gonna
need
pick
to.
up, bro. It is what it is. Bro.
Yeah.
But you mentioned that Sailor. Her album came out. I'm gonna check her
Yeah.
out.
From Florida's
She the chick that
Finest.
sound
It's
like Scissor, right? Like,
yeah, the one that people was getting on because she named the song Pookie's Requiem. And I was like, you ain't black. Why
yeah.
you using that word Pookie? But yeah, 14 songs, 30
Uh,
minutes. And I think she has a music video for one of the songs too. Her aesthetic is weird. And on the cover of this, she's turning into like you remember the books Animorph? Like when the people would turn
mm-hmm.
into like an animal, she's turning into a roach in this cover. Her aesthetic
She a
is very
roach?
weird.
Oh,
But that's been it for another segment of what we've been jamming. Let us know what y'all been listening to down in the comment section down below.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.